Hello! Holy shit. I should not open that with holy shit. Ah, let's pretend that nothing bad ever happens. You know? Hello. Hello, hello. Oh my. uh, oh my god. Whew. Hi, what's everyone doing? How's everything going? How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the stream. And whatever the fuck this is, welcome to another episode of Just Keep Rolling, where, true to its word, literally just now, we're gonna keep on rolling. No matter what kind of scuff we got to deal with. Oh, dear Lord God. So we don't usually stream on Wednesdays or on these particular days, but you know what? I thought to myself, okay, like, you know what? I want to stream today. So I said to myself, I'm gonna stream today. And then I streamed today, and I figured out all the rest later. Apparently, you have to do a lot of things when you want to stream today. That's a lie. You really should just hit the start streaming button. I am just good at my job. Now then. uh, there's a lot to keep track of. Am I good everywhere? I hope to God I'm good everywhere. Where's the thing on Facebook? There we go. 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 Okay. So, fun thing for today. I was going to say a wizard or a mage. The technical term that we're using today is sorcerer, because we're going to be playing a little bit of Steve Jackson's Sorcery. Now, way I've heard of that, I don't think I was around when like the first set of books really came out for it. Like, Steve Jackson Sorcery, we're gonna be playing like the digital version of it. That's available on Steam right now. But we'll say that there is an original version that game was based on. A collection of choose your own adventure books, actually published by the man himself. And well, I've never gotten to play that myself, but first of all, I absolutely adore choose your own adventure. Like, just having that agency again to like make your own story, even if everything in the end of the day is some sort of predetermined thing. It's fun. I always enjoyed that as a kid. I can't remember specifically what I was into. Only that, like, whenever there was a choose your own adventure thing, I was like, okay, let's get all the endings. Whether we, like, live or die or anything. And then, fast forward later, I end up liking TTRPGs a lot, and that has to do with, like, making your own narratives and stuff. Like, where the entire thing is that you have choices that you yourself can make, and it's infinite possibilities. So I do want to, like, see, well, what the fuss was about this game. Also, I know about this game because, like, my favorite creator actually played it once, and I have been sort of dying to, like, actually play it since. I've just sort of had it on in the background, like, when that first set of videos come out. Love RT game. But, yeah, like, I'm going in here, like, basically blind. Only thing I know is, like, well, you can do some really stupid shit in this game. So yeah. I hope that we can just sit here, have a nice, fun time. I'm gonna be reading a lot. That I do know. So, let's make this a fun little ASMR session. I should have gotten water before this. Let's see. It's game time. It's game time. Do 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 do. This thing can actually be a little loud. It's kind of good that it's quiet right now because I had to test that later. Do do do. It took a lot to get this shit set up. Da, 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 da. Let's click the thing. Okay. Let's see. I have never actually played this game before, bar like maybe like opening up just to like test it out. Also, I swear to God, this is not supposed to look so empty, but you know what? I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy the game and fuck around, find out, because that's my shtick. That's what I like to do here. That's my entire bit. My bit is that I just fucking do shit. And then I figure out what happened about it later. So, let me just real quick. Okay, I said I wanted to play a magic man. I will play a magic man. This is going to be a very funny magic man. It actually hits. It's actually. You have walked the wilds of Carabao through care and the spiteful backlands, all the way into Mampang. You have survived traps, thieves, serpents, and vengeful gods, and now it is here, the crown of kings. This is what it's gonna be like. It is said the crown was never forged, only found by Chalana, the reformer. A lowly foot soldier who became emperor of the eastern world. Such is the power of the crown. The air around it crackles with influence. Wait. The crown sits unguarded on a pedestal of light. After so many hardships, can it really be so simple? Or is this yet another deception? Sure, as soon as you think it, the image of the crown begins to flicker. You turn out. See something approaching. It's a trap! Whoa. And startle yourself awake. You're alone, exhausted, little hut. In the outpost silent. Your unimaginary journey is not even a single step begun. Okay, so that's a pretty good game. Woo! Okay. Steve Jackson's Sorcery. Alright. Click your character. Okay. Stamina gold rations. I'm going to end up losing that a lot, won't I? Huh. What does this mean? What does that mean? What does all that mean? It is sunrise. You dress, breakfast on bread and goat's milk, and collect the pack and sword from beside your bed. What if we just destroyed the bedroom right now, like the classic murder hobo or something? You pause to test the blade against your thumb. The blacksmith has done well. The edge is keen and draws a narrow line of blood. Outside the hut, you hear the outpost settlement stirring into life. I say no to the adventure, and I'm just... We're dipping. We're going. Time then to depart. You lift back to the flap of the hut and step into the early morning sunshine. I missed something already. Oh, no. Oh. Okay. So theoretically, we can... If we... unlock something in here, do I have to go all the way this and then like walk the whole way through? That would be kind of funny. Eyes follow you as you leave the hut and walk towards the great Shamutanti wall. The frontiers people of this tiny settlement are well aware of your mission. Hi, guys. Ooh. Ooh? You turn to them and bow. Some smile and reply, but are too afraid to approach. Others make gestures of protection. You are going beyond the wall, so they believe you to be cursed. A man is waiting on the path to the Cantopani Gate, the final doorway between Analand and the wilds of Kakabad. You recognize the sergeant of the Sightmaster warriors. He holds out his hand. Would you want to just immediately die? Well, okay, let's at least die early. I want money. I would, in fact, like money. I do like the sound of money. Greetings, Sergeant. He touches his forehead with 2 fingers. You are almost ready, he says. I have for you a gift from the king, 24 gold pieces. It is all we can spare this time. He holds out his pouch. Let's take it. I like money. Watch me eat my words later. Or absolutely lose everything from that. You accept the gift graciously. Thank you. You should buy some supplies before you pass the wall, the sergeant says. And you must collect your spellbook if you wish magic to aid you. Finally, should you practice your swordplay, I will go one last round with you. And he points with his staff towards the training ground. Choices, choices. I want magic. I want magic. I would like magic. Please. I am here to cast magic. Oh no! Oh no. Oh god, I like my choose your own adventure games, but I also I am the type of idiot to get stupid decision paralysis where it's like, oh damn, I want to do this thing, but what if I do this thing and I end up spending too long on a decision? We're not going to do that here. We're just going to sit, relax. That said, going without the book is going to be a fun little thing. Oh no. One of the huts sets slightly back from the others. Is decorated with glyphs and strange symbols. A terrible smell emanates from its doorway. This is the hut of the chief mage. He has been preparing your spellbook for days, reading star charts to work out which spells will be available to you in the different locations, in the hills and beyond. Okay, I would like my book, please. You lift the flap and go inside. The mage looks up at you with haggard, sleepless eyes and presses the book into your hands. Do you understand how to use this? I don't know why I chose that one. I don't know why I went for this one. Out of all the things I could have chosen. Tell me, please. Each spell is crafted through the alignment of 3 stars, he begins. The spell Zap, for example, is made by aligning Zarathustra, Aegis, and Peony. But that is not important. What matters is what the spell is called and what it does. Zap will give you control over lightning. Hot will create a fireball. I've already done it. I found out how to cast fireball. What if I just solve all my problems with Oh no. Hot will create a fireball. Foff will create a force field around you. Shall I continue? Give me all the spells. Wait. No! I'm so stupid. No. Oh no. I've heard enough. He scratches absently at his ear. Remember, some spells will cost you effort to use, but the ones that don't work will not. Require without a focus. An item of some kind. Without a focus, an item of some kind. Fuck. I love reading. I'm so good at my job. You will need to read the book to know what. Okay. "48 spells! I really want to actually read the original version of this book, because it's like... I have sold on like trying this game out, because there's that kind of thing where how complex do you make like all the little decisions, you know? Like considering this is a whole choose your own adventure and you have like 48 ways of problem solving, theoretically. Probably less because like you still have to get like the right spell to do the right things. And some things will just not be effective. But yeah, like I love it when like your regular flowchart of a game, like going from like your very like sort of gray choice, or not gray, the black and white choices of A or B, and it goes from that to instead a web. That's just fun. Yeah, just go with the vibe. No. Consult the D20. That is some cool spellbook. Yeah, it is. Like, I actually do want to see if I can just like bullshit some of the spells, because it's like, what if I wordle the fuck out of this, you know, and just like start putting in random letters that like look like a word, and then suddenly does something. Also, okay, if you learn only 6 spells for your adventure, learn these. Zap creates lightning, Fog creates a force field, Law enables non-intelligent creatures to be controlled. Oh. Does it show all the spells of the game? I don't know if it shows all the spells of the game. But like, cause here's the thing. This particular game, I don't know if we're going to be continuing this as a series and everything. And if we do, I would love to do it. Just do like the wacky shit and explore more of this game. But this particular one, like this one I'm playing right now, is part 1. So the copy of the game I have right now is Steve Jackson's Sorcery Part 1 and 2. This is Part 1. This is like, of course, the start of the game. But then in total there are like 4 different parts, so 4 different installments of this game. I have every single one of them, and if you want to watch let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe. Let us know like what exactly you guys enjoy. If you want to see more, I am willing to go through the entire game if need be. And of course, if I find like, I'm already very interested here to see how this game goes. If I really feel it, I'm gonna do it. Now then, let's see. We have your classic evocation, some abjuration. I didn't realize that we can apparently get fucking enchantment this early. Like, enables non-intelligent creatures to be controlled. I mean, Trid is like for animals and probably non-intelligent creatures and all, but it's still an interesting thing. Maybe I get to talk to like mice or something. Dumb is a fun one. Makes creatures incredibly clumsy. Hot is fireball. Invisible wall. Okay. All these spells are extremely tiring and will cost you 3 points of stamina. More economical versions exist, though some rely on the caster owning particular items of power, i.e. spell components, casting focus. Stamina. An extremely powerful weapon. This spell creates a blast of lightning, which... Oh, no, this is just straight up all the spells. Okay. Virtually effective against all living creatures without magical defense, but takes great concentration to use. Okay, that's Zap. Hot also costs the same amount. Cause severe burns and impact, but will then quickly extinguish. Okay. So this one we were likely to get interrupted or something. This one is a lot quicker, but also like less effective in the long term. But I mean, the burns might be good. Let's see. Physical barrier in front of the caster, which is capable of keeping out all intruders. Force fields. Force fields are fun. An invisible wall. I'm interesting how these two are separate things. Yeah, here we go. Law, like casting this at a non-intelligent attacking creature allows the caster to take control of the attacker's will for a short time. The attack will cease and the creature will immediately come under the control of the caster. Okay. 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 Dumb. Oh no. You just become dumb. I cast dumb. Oh! There's more! Big walk. Requires 1 gold piece. Oh shit, there's. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's more. Oh shit. Okay. Ooh. I'm going to. You know what? You know what? Okay. Let's just get the vibe. Big makes you big. Walk. Transform into an invisible metal. Walk makes a walk. Okay. Dop is a. Ooh, it's lockpicking. Sus! Sus! I shouldn't have screamed that. I'm sorry. Oh no. No. When did this game come out? Oh no. Oh no. Among Us in my like fantasy choose your own adventure game. Yo, chat. Like I saw a man vent. I think he's pretty sus. Apparently they have vents here. Oh no. Okay, maybe cast when the creature suspects a trap. When the caster suspects a trap, it will indicate telepathically to the caster of danger. Okay, so it's yeah. It's to find traps. 6. It's cast on the card that creature's own body. Identical actions. Clones. There's so much. How? 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 Oh my god, there's actually so much here. I need to get to actually playing the game. Holy shit. Okay, you know what? You know what? It's fine. We're gonna probably solve our problems with hot anyway. Okay, I don't want to buy rations yet. Maybe... Hey, do you want a bet and coin? You walk with the sergeant to the training ground, and he wraps the base of his staff in a letter. Ready my sword. Combat! Okay. To begin, the sergeant says, we will practice the stances. First, defend yourself against me. Defend. Okay. Okay. The Sight Master is a powerful enemy. By defending, you will receive the minimum damage from any attack he makes. The Sight Master sergeant defends himself as well. The round is a stalemate. I will now defend myself, he says. Whatever attack you play will damage me, but a strong attack will use up more power. You should choose a weak attack. To select weak attack, move your character a small distance. Oh! Oh, okay. So, something like that. And then... I could have gone big. Good choice. A stronger attack would have wasted more of your power. Where is my... Oh, okay. I will defend myself again. Where is my... Oh, here. Okay. You defend yourself. The Sight Master Sergeant also defends. No one is hurt, but both of you will have more power next turn. Okay. My next attack will be weak. You will be able to overpower me by playing a stronger attack, but be sure your attack is stronger. Oh, and this is the cost as well, isn't it? Let's cut it. You make a medium attack, overpowering the Sight Master Sergeant who tries a low, careful attack. Overpowering a weak attack is easy, so you did well to win without using too much power. The enemy's stamina is at the top. If this reaches 0, you've won the fight. My next attack will be of medium strength. You may be able to overpower me if you wish to try. Let's try this. Boom. Okay. Okay. You play a strong attack, overpowering the Sight Master Sergeant. Again, he bows. You have finished me. Excellent. Good. That's good. Okay. No stamina lost. Flawless fighting. Okay, so there's a penalty if we take damage. Alright. Okay. Will you give me a reward if I go again? Oh, shit. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, I see. Ah, that's unfortunate. I used up some resources from there when I didn't have to. I better get a reward from this. Let's cut you again. My next amount would be a medium strength. Let's try thrust. I actually shouldn't have done that. Oh, okay. I see. Alright, and we got that back. That's cool, that's cool. That's enough training, though. Very good, the sergeant agrees. But if you wish a bout in earnest, then I warn you, I will not go easy on you. He indicates the wider yard where there is space for a true match. Well, now we kind of have to. Now we kind of have to. Now, look. I don't fall from a challenge. Also, hi, CJ. What's up, man? How's it going? I don't know why chat on my thing broke, but it's fine. It's fine. I will put some happy things there later. Anywho, though, let's see. CJ, you're here. What do you think we should do? Do you want to go, like, fight, try to, like, do things? We want to just, like, buy rations. There's not a lot of, like, interesting things to do now. But I will say, you get to see me fight. You're still here. And if not, then I will simply going to just do it anyway, because I want to fight. I want reward, show it to me. Okay. This time I will not tell you my intentions. You will have to read them yourself. Be ready. Wait! I am kind of stupid. Oh my god. I should not just click things and assume that they are the thing I should do. Oh my god. Okay. He's about to defend himself. Let us cut your ass. Let's say about here. Wait. Oh, okay. They all like no, okay. I am learning. I am a little bit of a dum-dum. Time to attack. You swing your sword fast and in towards the chest, but the impact clangs against his defending staff, and you only lay a minor wound. He grimaces with effort. He is left breathless, but not seriously hurt. He alters his grip to hold the staff more loosely. He seems to be preparing a simple jab. Okay. Let's do this one then. I am using way too many resources. Relentlessly, you cut and thrust, keeping him pinned. You slash violently across his chest, but his own move is fast and careful, and he is able to parry the very worst of the strike. You have winded him. You are strong, he acknowledges. He doesn't have a lot of attack power. I just go... This will beat, like, the best of what you can... I am a little bit stupid, actually. I can't read. I thought you had that. Never mind. That was the last one. Okay, so it tells you what the last one was. In the next moment, the Sight Master is charging for you with your blade close. You are ready to parry. His own blow is measured, but enough to knock you reeling. The impact catches you in the back. Oh no. I know a guy who's really good at sword fighting and probably could tell me what exactly to do here. When you... I don't think you're doing that much. You are doing a little bit much. I'm bad. Oh, shit. Let's try cutting it. Oh my god! Why do you have so many resources? that sucks. Okay, I thought I had enough for them. You attempt a strong blow only to be outclassed as his strike lands with punishing weight. Oh no. I kind of have to take this. Oh, okay. I'm working out. For a great effort. I know that your great efforts are like 6. Fuck! I should have trusted my gut! Okay. Oh no. I'm about to lose. In the next moment, the side master sergeant leaps to your left and attacks. I don't have enough energy. I don't have enough attack power. I have to take this, don't I could have beat that. It's so sad. I don't need much. His staff is left to protect himself. Let's finish it. Oh, that was shameful. Okay, it's fine. I get it back. I don't have consequences for now. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That's not good. Okay. Small traders in the settlement supply these site master warriors with weapons, armor, food, and clothing. You go over with the sergeant to a stall selling flatbreads and cheese. 2 gold pieces per ration. No. Do you know who I am? I am Analant's great hero, you tell him. The man looks uncomfortable. I know that, but I have to feed my family today, whatever happens to the crown. Oh dear. Let's get 2 rations. Let's get 2 rations, because I like having money. I'm very cheap. You hand over your coins and the man places 2 rations carefully in your pack. You must be sure to eat every day or you will suffer. Eating more will grant you extra strength, but it's not necessary. Okay. That's fine. I believe that's everything that we can do here in like the beginning area. Let's actually get the real shit, yes? You reach the foot of the mighty gate. It is sealed. The sergeant places one hand on the wood. The gate has been locked for some time to deter raiders. You will have no difficulty. The stars in this place allow the DOP spell to be... I could... But... allow the DOP spell to be crafted. Let's cast a spell. Ooh. Okay. Oh, okay. Please tell me that I can... Fireball it is, baby! Okay. Yeah. Yeah. This is what we're doing now. What? You cast the spell lighting a fireball around your palms. Then you release it at the door. The great wooden gate explodes in a flash of light. The sight rider laughs grimly. We have to rebuild that before the goblins raid us. But I am pleased to see you have power. Oh no. Be assured I do. I do have the power. Oh no. Okay. Together you step into the wreckage of the gate. One last word, he declares. When you have the crown, find the highest point you can find. He will be watching. Watching from where? From here. The Sightmaster warriors are selected from birth for their incredible powers of telescopic vision. You do not know how far he can see. Tell me what lies ahead. This path leads first to Canterbury, a settlement of traders. Though most are rogues and thieves, you should be there before the sun has reached its peak. From there, three routes lead on to Kristatanti, but no single route is safe. Kakabat is a land of devils. What about and beyond care? I cannot see so far, he says. But once you have crossed the city of traps, you will enter the backlands. They say that day and night they are controlled by forces other than the sun. And from Kare... Kare. I can't read. And from Kare too, your progress will be watched. It is time to go. Striding away, you pass through the gate. The faces of the folks watching your departure reveal the hopes that rest on you and your quest. The early morning air is crisp, and the rising sun paints the slopes in shades of peaceful beauty, concealing the evil that lies ahead. Okay, no more hand-holding. Where do you want me to go? Well, okay. Wait. I didn't mean to walk like that. I wonder if that actually takes resources. The path winds through slopes of wild scrubland. The countryside is deserted, and the eerie silence is broken only by the cawing of the occasional crow. The birds appear to pause in the air to examine you as they pass. They make you uneasy, as if you were an intruder in their presence. Keep walking. Barely an hour beyond the wall, the air begins to grow foul. The Shavutanti hills are infested with the pestilence of the backlands. It saps energy from your body, leaving you feeling nauseous and weak. Let's not deal with that. Oh no. You cover your mouth with your neck scarf, but it does no good. They warned you of this. You will grow accustomed to it the longer you are out there. For the moment, you must be very careful. Oh no. Your maximum stamina just decreased. You can see your stamina at the top left. If this reaches 0, you'll be too tired to carry on. Stamina can be regained to the maximum by eating rations or resting. I should have bought more rations. I should have probably bought more rations. Let's... Kantopani Gate and Kantopani. Why is that all the way over there? I mean... Sure, let's climb up. Oh, what was that? The path through Kantopani is long and winding and will lose you a day. Instead, you turn off the path and strike north through the knee-high grass. The journey starts with a stiff climb that takes several hours, but from the top you have a good view of a plain yellow grass. And just to the north of that, a little village of rude huts that do not look like human dwellings. This is going to be one of two things. Either we're going to meet little hobbits, or we're about to strike the goblins. To your left, the gigantic wall looms, throwing shadows that lap your feet. At the wall. Casting a glance up at that as height, you see a familiar figure with his arm raised. He can see you, of course. And he is standing on the battlement so he can watch your progress. Okay. Time to strike on then. The wind whispers through the long grass, beckoning you onwards. But there might be rats and worse in those fields, so you might be safer cutting across the river and following the bank. What if... No, I could have... Oh. I thought we were going there. I lost the option to go there, didn't I? Well, choices. I see. Alright. There's the longer grass and there's the river bank. You know what? Let's... I'm trying to think of where I've seen, like, more of that yellow grass before. There's something in my head that's, like, trying to speak to me. Like, you're missing on some hyperfixation that you have seen before. Oh, dear. Let's see. Anyway, while we're wading through the grass, if I may have a bit of a moment of your time as well. So, firstly, real quick, this episode of Just Keep Rolling is Brought to you by Noctees. I suddenly forgot how to read, despite how I've been reading the entire time. I'm very good at this. Yeah, this episode of Just Keep Rolling is brought to you by Noctees, your go-to for dark, nerdy, and nostalgic streetwear. Here at RD3, we love our Noctees shirts. They're super comfy, the designs are top tier, and they're perfect for nerds like us. Whether you're repping your favorite TTRPG class, embracing cryptid core vibes, or just want a graphic tee that speaks to your inner weirdo, Noctees has your back. Designed for gamers, geeks, and night owls alike. Grab yours through our affiliate link and support RD3. Now, with that said, I believe we can continue onward with our little quest here. Ooh. You wade forward through the shimmering grass, which gets you longer and longer until your first boots. And then your scabbard arc lost from your view. Still, with Cantopani disappearing over in the brow of the hill, you are making excellent time. Suddenly, you freeze. Up ahead, the grass is parting in coils and bends. The parting is moving. There is something here, and it's coming towards you. I am ready for you. Whatever it is, it will find you ready. You wait as the switchblading furrow moves closer. What if I burn everything? What are you gonna give me for this game? This is called Sorcery, not like sword fighting. Come on. Fireball? Yeah, we are still on our way to solving most of our problems with Fireball. You raise a fireball into your palm and fling it forward into the grass, where you see the moving shape. It clearly hits whatever is there, as a terrible, violent scream rises from the ground, and there's a smell of crackling, dry flesh. You breathe a sigh of relief and dust yourself down. That wasn't so hard. Only then do you notice the side effect of your spell. The long parched grass where your fireball landed has caught alight, and the fire is spreading very quickly. Like, I knew this was gonna happen. But hey, if we can use it... Look, this game is called Sorcery, and we all know there is only one spell that you really need. You have no choice but to beat a hasty retreat. The fire at your back doubles and trebles in size. Triples? Becoming a sweeping wave of flame spreading down the hillside towards the river in one direction, and the wall in the other. Looking up to the battlements, you see the Sightmaster has gone, no doubt to wrestle the guards in buckets. It will be a stroke of... It will be a stroke of luck if this fire doesn't destroy Cantopani as well. Okay. We're doing a great job. It's like, I know that there are correct choices. I know I could probably just have done the sword fight. I know there's probably another spell in there that could have helped me, but you know what? I'm the streamer. I'm the streamer. You can't tell me what to do. I have the power. And I say it's fireball time. Okay. You run until your lungs are fit to burst up to the rise and back down to the path. Luckily, the side closest to the village is scree and loose gravel, and the fire cannot follow. This is the screen loose fire. Okay. You breathe a great sigh of relief and collapse onto the track, soaked in sweat and with the smell of burnt hair in your nostrils. You have barely started your quest, and you have wasted at least an hour. You must keep moving. Let's look for a way around. It would be better to avoid the town completely. You don't need any trouble so soon on your journey, but the path passes straight through the village, so to avoid it would mean a wary trek cross-country, wasting valuable time. Oh my god. I'm not here to do good. I'm just here to sow chaos, and I've been doing my job. Perhaps it is the way the sergeant described the town, or perhaps it is the feeling in your gut. Either way, you leave the path and head off through the scrub, walking perhaps a mile or so out of your way to avoid the town. From the top of the rise, you get a good view of the land ahead across the Simosa River. The river cuts a slash across the land, protecting Katapani from the dangers of the far bank. There's another village of rough huts on that side, and even from here you can see these sharp poles that spike from the earth between the buildings. A common sight in villages of headhunters. It is a place best avoided if you value your neck. Looking east, there is a glimmer of blue. The sea! Below the shorelines are the caves of Dadule, a place they say is haunted by spirits. Oh no. We're going to be the worst fucking... Oh no. This is gonna be great. Well, the cliffs of the Kakhabad Sea Kakhabad Sea are too intriguing. I love names. You have never before left Analan, and now the draw of this legendary spot is too strong. They say the first wizards grew from cracks in the rocks of these caves and were tugged out by salamanders. They say the tunnels move as the moon moves. They say the wind plays a song as it blows past the entrances, and that this song will make anyone fall in love with you if you sing it. It's all nonsense, of course, because I believe there are evil spirits here. It is all nonsense, of course, but still one small memento from Dadule might fetch a good price if you find the right fool to buy it. You set off across the foothills and quickly reach the edge of the cliff. Before sea spray pounds the beach, hundreds of feet down, the view of the distance goes on forever and a day. Let's look across the sea. I want to look at the beautiful sea. And then suddenly get pushed into it for some reason. Oh dear, that's not foreshadowing at all, I don't think. I hope not. What are these? What do these mean? Wind whips at your tunic and pulls at your hair as you stand on the very lip of the cliff and look out across the endless ocean. This is the Far East, and they say the sea runs to the edge of the world and then runs away, like beer brimming over the lip of a tankard. They say the pull of that flow is like an endless tide that carries men's hearts and eyes with wishful desire. Each of us would fly east if we could. Yeah, and fucking, from the top of that cliff? Are you sure? I mean, swan dives are fun, I suppose. Oh, you can rewind things. No, we commit. We continue. Let's look for a way down. I love how I'm going down here. Like, oh, they told me that there are evil spirits, and I'm not going to believe that there are those fun things, those beautiful things at this place here, because they're the evil spirits trying to tempt me. And yet here I am, exploring the place, because... oh dear. There are no cave mouths. Up here on the cliff top, you look about for an entrance and see nothing, except by the very edge of the cliff, a shallow lip of scree, and beside it, a rock covered in strange markings. A flock of gulls spins in the sky above you, screaming and calling. Let us look over the lip. You peer cautiously over the lip. A few loose rocks scatter beneath your feet and tumble, falling for 4 or 5 seconds before they hit a grassy ledge far below. You step back quickly in case you might slip. A gust of wind threatens to pull you over the cliff edge. But I live on the edge, baby! Uh-oh. Oh no. No, my greatest enemy, using my brain. Oh no. You squat down to clear moss away from the marked rock. It is inscribed with a riddle. This is the way that the serpent went. The sorcerer... Why did I say serpent? Why did I say serpent? This is the way that the sorcerer went, and this is the place called the wizard's descent. Forward he stepped to prove what he meant, then he fell, and then he floated, and so did not repent. I think... You cast about, feeling at the earth, looking for a hidden ring or a lever or a rope, but there is nothing, nothing but the lip of the cliff. This place seems suddenly very quiet. The waves breaking are so far below, they sound like the world breathing in its sleep. Is there like a... Hey, bestie. Can you like let me know if there's like a spell to like, you know, levitate? Like give me like a feather fall. Give me like a levitate. Give me like a... Jig, gob, yob, whoa. Whoa! Whoa! Is that gum? How? Knock. Dull. Reducing its movement and reactions to about 6 of its normal speed. That's sequence. Dud. Create a region of treasure. Protects creatures from magic. Oh boy. This spell is useful. Foul! Okay. I can use foul, theoretically. Why is this page different? Why is this page different? Why are you different? Why are you different? Why was that different? Okay. Pog D&D. I mean, yeah. This is not quite D&D. This is a thing. This is like a choose your own adventure book. But I mean, the way I'm solving these problems, honest to God, like, kind of D&D. Oh no. Oh, you cast about, feeling at the earth, looking for a hidden ring or a lever or rope. Okay, I already read this. Step over the lip. Let us step off the cliff. I have it. I have it. I have it. I can save myself. I am falling, but I can save myself. I should have read that first. Let's go far. Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh, you're not here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What does Fop do? Uh-oh. 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 Wait a minute. That does not seem correct. Uh-oh. 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 Cast the spell. Surely. No. Oh no. That's not the spell I'm looking for. That's not it at all. Okay, is there like... Oh, okay, if I use this. Oh, it matters? Oh, that matters? Oh! It matters if it's written like that. That's why it's like that. Okay. But yes, we are going to float in air. Throwing a quick prayer to the tiger, your spirit, you close your eyes and step forward once, twice, and then your heel slips, and then you are falling. In the remaining moments, you cast a spell. As soon as you finish it, your fall slows. Feather fall! Oh dear. As soon as you finish, your fall slows, as though a hand has cupped you and is lowering you to earth. You come to rest without incident on the grass. I don't have a lot of stamina left. Are you going to force me to eat? Oh shit, you are. Oh no. What are you going to do to me now? Oh no. Now you are in trouble. Halfway up and halfway down, you are on a ledge. An arm spans wide, with a drop down to the beating sea. There is no way back up. You have no choice but to follow the ledge and see where it leads. There is only one thing of note here. A glyph painted on the wall in a light brown paint. You peer at it. The color is odd and faded, but it appears to be a P. You follow the ledge carefully around to find some way forward. A few yards later, you are spoiled by choice. There is not one cave mouth ahead of you, but two. Let's look at the spell book. What the hell has a beat that I can use? I think I'm gonna just die here. What am I doing? Demoralizing them. Oh no. Dim fog. How? What if I ask how? Maybe I should have bought them. I should have bought some more rations. Oh no. Let's try. Casting a spell. Perhaps magic can aid you. Okay, I see the vision. How do I do this? You cast a spell and you feel a power entering your mind and feeling across the rock surface in front of you. After a while, it settles on the left cavern and it is gone. You are alone once more. A smell of salt breeze emerges from the left-handed cave. Let's look at the left cave. We are not about to waste all that. You peer into the darkness of the left cave and it seems to slope a little, way downwards into the darkness, and the smell coming from it is salty and fresh. Perhaps it leads to the sea, or perhaps it drops into a flooded pool. By the cave's mouth is a slow boulder. I am losing all of my rations here. I'm not gonna make it to the other fucking place. I'm going to pass the fuck out. That's not good. I'm gonna get robbed or some shit. That's not good. You peer into the darkness of the cave. I already read this. By the cave mouth is a low boulder. What? I need to get... Okay, let's examine the boulder. You pause to examine the boulder, but it appears to be just a small rock about the size of your head and roughly cubic in shape. Roughly cubic in shape. 4 of its sides are covered in moss. 4 of its sides are covered in moss. What the fuck? What? Oh my god. Puzzles. Puzzles. No. Maybe I can cast big and... I mean, but I'm in a cave, but I'm in... Where the fuck am I? Where am I? Yeah, I'm in a cave. So if I grow big... what you want from me. I think I have to eat here. I don't have enough of what I want to do, though. Not sure rolling the... It doesn't look like... You pause to examine, but I mean, about the size of your head and roughly cubic in shape. Okay, let's roll the boulder. Moss-free side upwards. Oh shit, that took some stamina though. I'm about to pass out in this cave. That's not good. That's really bad. What can you possibly want from me here? I already did the how. Do I want to suss it out? It's not... I am going to pass out with that. I already casted how, though! Oh no. Fuck it. I don't have that. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. What the fuck does this actually do? Oh no. The spell is used to, in apparent situations when information like a serious way of escape. But that's not what this is really for. That's not what that's really for. Oh my god, we're so cooked. Sus. It doesn't... You cast a spell and feel... And a feeling of deep dread settles over you. This place, says the voice in your mind, has one purpose, and that purpose is to be your undoing. No, wait. No, wait. No, wait! I could have talked to the rat. I could have talked to the rat! I could have talked to the rat. I could have talked to the rat! No! I'm going to pass out. Oh, he paused to examine the scratch mark on the wall. It seems to be a letter O. The cave continues into the hillside and then turns down a slope. And the wall grows narrow on either side. You are squeezing yourself deeper and deeper into the ancient heart of Dadule. Then an opening appears, and with it a gust of wind and a hint of strange green light. The inside of the cave is lined with bright fluorescent streaks from some strange mineral on the wall that glows a grisly green color, forming characters and slash marks. Without them, you'd be lost in the dark. And you see a patch of sunlight ahead. You pause a moment to look at the seams in the rock. Their pattern does not seem random, but more like characters in some language you do not recognize. as if someone had written a message into the very rock itself. But if so, it is a message you cannot understand. You move towards the light, almost tripping over your feet in the dark, until you find yourself in a low chamber. Despite being closed off and sheltered from the wind, it is well lit by the sunlight streaming in. Through the narrow cave mouth, you see a stretching down below the shoreline. Let's leave the cave. You head outside, blinking into the sunlight, through narrow cave mouth and onto the shore of Carabao Sea. I don't know what was supposed to happen there, and I'm a little scared of what I missed. But whoop-de-doo, we continue and try not to regret our decisions. You walk out onto the sand to find you are not alone. A small sailboat is pulled up. You are so not real. A small sailboat is pulled up in the shallows, and beside it, a woman sits on a low stool with a strange flat loom on her lap. She is weaving a long belt of lightly woven, brightly colored cloth. You hang back, watching her as she weaves. The work is swift but careful, with the strands of each color appearing to diverge before being brought back in and knotted together. Threads disappear from their pattern and then explode into life further along. The object she is making is no wider than a belt, but it seems extremely long. Suddenly, she stops and looks up. She has seen you. Greetings, she declares. It's been a long time since I had a visitor. Greetings. Who? You say, nodding your head to her. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Oh no. I have many names and faces. But you have only one. Who are you? The woman watches you with great patience. I am nobody. My name is Nobody. I don't want to get copyrighted. I don't think he'd do that. Okay. For now, my deal will become much. Briefly, she glances down at her weaving, as if she could read the future of the thread. What are you doing here? I'm leaving and waiting. What are you waiting for? Oh no. Yes. No. She holds up two strands at the end of the belt she is weaving. They are diverged just at the moment she ceased her work. It's about you. When time comes to risk yourself for another, for no gain of your own, which would you rather choose? The way of danger, or the way of the coward? I have looked, but I cannot decide. The way of danger. I wish to live and enjoy all the thrills of living. Wonderful! The woman gathers up her loom under one arm and steps back with her boat. You have everything you need. Oh shit. I could have asked for a solution. Maybe. I don't know. I will never know unless I do the cheeky little thing of going back in time, but I don't want to do that because I like it when my choices matter anyway. I have dug my grave. I will lie in it. And that is my decision. Now you must simply leave this place and return to where you should be. The land of Dudley is not meant to be lived in. I cannot climb the cliff. If you have found your way to me, then you have learned how you must return. And then she reaches up to her head and pulls out a single golden strand of hair, which she gives you. You will need this for your spell of returning. Then with a breathed word, her boat creeps out in the waves. The sails fill and her song is lost to the wind. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What do I have now? Oh no. What are you talking about? I don't understand you. I don't know at all. What is he supposed to be? Well, I am just a little guy. I am a dumb little guy. Black face mask. Fire butter, stone dust. What am I needing? Green-haired wig. What the fuck do I need to do here? I have no idea what you want from me. There was an O and a P. And I don't know where they go. But maybe we can simply figure it out. Examine the hair. Okay. The hair is just a single strand as long as your arm, and so fine and golden it is almost invisible against the waves. The wind threatens to snatch it from you. The waves lap gently at the shore, but you are not fooled. The tide is rising. I don't know about that, bestie. Am I learning a new spell? Are we learning a new spell, guys? Ooh-wee. What the fuck do I need here? Oh no. What is that? It was an honor! They're P's, they're O's. But it's not pop. We can go to the top! We can go to the top of the cliff! You weave the spell, although you cannot be certain what it will do, or even if it is a spell. But then the golden strand of hair begins to shine and glow. You stand back to watch as it becomes as thick as your arm and grows tall, burying down into the sand and soaring up into the sky. I am so smart. Ah, I brained that one. I thunk. I did it. I solved your riddle. Okay. Oh my holy dear god. You weave the spell, although you cannot be certain what it will do. I already read this. I learned a new spell. We can go to the cliff top. The golden tower disappears, shrinking away out of sight, but as it fades, the wind strums and begins to sing. You can only catch just the words. In a long, empty mine roams a terrible beast, whose slaying it will be your duty in time. But should you meet early mines to the west, creep inward and burn him. Remember this rhyme. Perhaps you will discover what it means, but now it is time to go. Long journey awaits. Can I please go back to Cantopani? I need to buy more shit. Coming down a low rise, you hear voices ahead and the crackle of fire. You crouch down into the low grass and listen. There are two voices, gruff and crude. I hear today's or the next day. I hear it's today or the next day. They've given him 50 gold pieces, I hear. Easy pickings. 2 of us and only 1 of him. Enough to buy a boat. Let's keep listening. Listen a moment longer. And we'll have plenty to eat, the other says. And both men laugh. There is a rustling. The men are getting to their feet. They're coming this way. Leap to your feet. You jump. Oh god, I don't have stamina. You jump up just in time as the two men around the crop still laughing at their joke. They freeze when they see you and pull out their swords. It's him! Look at the gold in his belt! Bandits. 2 against 1. You're lost, calls the other. So hand over your things and come on. Let's deal with these guys. I don't have enough to cast spells. Okay. Let's go. You should have made things easy for yourself. The bandit goads. I'm not gonna be consistent with voices. I will warn you about that right now, chat. As much as I would love to say I'm consistent with like TTRPG games I play, I'm not. Anyway, the bandit goes and launches forward with his sword. You launch a strong attack, knocking him backward. The smile on his face drops away in a moment. He is badly bruised. Let's do that again. Yes. Good. You cut the imbecile no slack. You aim a savage blow at his heart. The bandit gasps his last as you run him through. Chat! I'm feeling a little overconfident today, and let's see if you need to give chase. He will not get away so easily after he tried to rob you. After a few minutes of scrambling between rocks, you have him cornered. You draw your sword and grin maliciously. Oh shit! Let's try again. Oh, it just lets you go again. Okay. I did it again. I'm going to do this one more time. I swear. I will come out triumphant. I somehow... 6.6. I need to remember it's 6.6. I am... Okay. It's a range. Cool. The death of his friend seems to send the second bandit flying into a rage. He starts to scream wildly as he hurls forward. You raise your own sword for a brutal attack and knock him to the floor. We don't need to do much. You're gonna do a little bit of a weak attack here. Ooh, but you still do it. Then he catches you off guard. You try a fast attack, keeping yourself as much covered as you can. The bandit stabs out violently. The air of the hills and the wounds you're receiving are beginning to take their toll. He steps back. No. If I can kill him here, that's great. Beautiful. He looks down at his friend's body and you seize the moment to strike. Grabbing a nearby branch, you swing it at his head as he reels you, lash out with his blade. Your strike is more than the bandit can take, and he falls to the ground, quite dead. Search the bodies. Give me rations! You search through the bandits' pockets but find nothing, not even a single gold piece. Their clothing is ragged and rough, worse than animals. You leave their bodies for the beast to pick clean and set off again. After about half an hour, you rejoin the path, which splits uphill. Please don't make me do anything. Leaving Cantapani behind marks the true start of the wilderness. Beyond that tiny outpost, there are scattered homesteads and Kare and a thriving city port, but all are touched by cruelty and isolation and fear. The backlands and the long shadow cast by Mampang Fortress darken everything. And with the crown stolen, things can only grow worse. In the long years since Chalana, the Reformer founded the Alliance, the crown has been passed from kingdom to kingdom every 4 years, ensuring each one has its turn to lead, but no more. Riddlestone, Littleland, Galantaria, and Bryce have all enjoyed its power, but not Analand. When the crown came to Analand, it was stolen by birdmen. from Saman and carried off to Manpang. With the crown, the Archmage will unstoppably be. Well, fuck. With the crown, the Archmage will be unstoppably powerful. There is no chance of sending an army against him. A military force would not survive the journey. So here you are, a lone hero walking the long path to Manpang alone. 5 minutes later, you reach a fork. The sergeant, for all his hindsight, hadn't mentioned this. Can I please? I need to hunt for food. It's hard to see much further uphill. Okay, what am I doing? The road splits around the base of a gigantic tree, but does not rejoin on the other side. The left path winds down into a valley, and the right rises up a slope towards the first thick of forest in the hills. It's hard to see much further uphill. The forest is sudden and thick, and the path narrow. It may be hard going in that direction, but the hills will involve a lot of climbing eventually. And you may get a decent view of the next leg from the top of the ledge. On the left, you pause to consider the lower route. There is a river there, and the path follows the left bank. It is a safer route, secluded and protected, but the curve of the landscape would mean you were almost backtracking. You are about to make your choice when you hear a faint cry from somewhere close at hand. You look around, and finally, up into the branches of the tree, a pair of wizened, calloused feet are dangling down over your head. But to drop on you, perhaps? Who's there? Oh, no. I'm about to help him down and then lose. The voice cries again, a little more boldly this time. Up here! Help! Help! I can't get down! It is the voice of a feeble, wiry old man. Oh, you are an old... Okay, stepping back a little, you can see him clearly, as thin as sticks and dressed in dirt rags. What are you hiding from? How the old man got up the tree is a puzzle. He looks too frail to lift his own weight. What are you hiding from? You cry. Damn the Eldrins! I were traveling from Dumpus. Dumpus. Hey, I got a big Dumpus. No. To the outpost settlement in Adeland, where I were waylaid by Elvins who robbed me blind, all but took my eyes, left me up the tree. I keep getting older, you see, we all do, but some worse than others. Climbed up, and now I'm too old to get down. Swing yourself onto the lowest branch of the tree. You reach up and grab the old man by the waist. He is light as a leaf, and within a moment you have lifted him off the ground. Thanks for that. Brushing himself down and almost knocking himself down. I was just starting to get a little bit, perturbed, but on the safe now. He seems remarkably confident, considering what the slightest stumble might break him into bits. What will you do? Please. Keep going, Vanderland. That's where I set off from a while back now. You wouldn't believe the story if I told you. Suffice to say, though, if I know my eyes from my eyes, you're heading out to Manpang, and you better be smarter than I was in the... He presses a page into your hand. It is a page torn from a spellbook. This might come real soon. I found this, just found it in mind, and don't go asking how. But if it's no good, me no more. Page. You look the page over suspiciously. It seems to be half of a spell, CA, that may have been used for a path repulsion, but it is unworkable in this current state. Let's do it. Let's just leave and move on. Can you please let me go back to Cantabani? I am actually about to lose. That's so not good. Can I, like... Oh no. The valley continues and you walk for many hours until the sun begins to set. behind the bank and the air grows cool. Now would be the time to find a pitch camp if you intend to sleep before darkness descends completely, but the moon will rise soon enough, and you could walk on through the night. Somewhere beyond this valley there are villages with real beds. Making camp is part of your trading, so you decide to stop. Better to sleep and set off early tomorrow. You find a group of rocks that form... Oh no. You find a group of rocks that form a natural hollow beside the bank of the stream and settle yourself inside, as comfortable as a dragon curling up on its gold. Sleep. But you do not need to eat again today. You rest your head onto your pack and close your eyes. Eventually you drift off to sleep, soothed by the babbling of the stream. A short while later you are awakened by a splashing noise. Stay still and listen. No reason to panic yet. Patiently you keep your breathing quiet. Creatures, 2 or 3 of them, they are splashing in the stream. Perhaps they are soothing the terrible burns you can see on their arms and legs. They probably... You stay silent, listening closely. After a while, they seem to tire of their game. The valley falls quiet and still once more. Let's try to sleep. What the fuck? That's crazy! Ain't no way that's how it ends! Are you joking? No! Are you serious? You sigh and attempt to go back to sleep. A moment later, something heavy and hard hits you right in the face. You have had your head bashed in. Oh, balls. That's something. Okay, well, out of all the ways I was expecting to die, I mean, I was expecting to die eventually at that point. First death? From that, though, I was not expecting it to be there. I mean, I was expecting a stupid way to die. But, wow. Just rock. Just rock? Okay. Whew. Whew. Okay. With the first death, well... Oh god, what do I even do here? Because I have to go back now. How far do you want me to go? Maybe you know what? Let's fuck around with it. Let's fuck around with it. Oh my god, let's fuck around with it. You wanna know where else you can fuck around with things, though? Well, TTRPGs. And if you're looking for your next TTRPG obsession, there is time to unsheath your heart and roll with style, because Thirsty Sword Lesbians is here to slay. This award-winning game is all about queer stories, dramatic duels, and big emotions, and I, as a big gay myself, am very happy with it. It's perfect for gamers who love romance, rebellion, and a little bit of swordplay. And with the expanded bundle on Drive to RPG, you get both the core book and Roll20 integration. That's everything you need to start your sapphic swashbuckling saga. When you buy through our affiliate link, you're not just diving into one of the most iconic indie TTRPGs out there, you're also supporting RD3 and our mission to uplift tabletop stories across the Philippines and beyond. Get the link in the description below. That's your ticket to queer drama, bold action, and helping RD3 keep rolling. Okay. Well, that said, I am not here to play Thirsty Sword Lesbians today. I am here to play Sorcery, and oh my god, am I such a good sorcerer having died from that. Oh dear. Oh no. That's, oh wow, just rip. Okay. Going through with so little is brutal. I'm willing to go back to the long grass. What did I do here? What did I do here? What did I do here? Okay, I see. Yeah, let's try an entirely different world. Okay, we are different people now. With that said, I do want to go down there still because I want to meet the fun lady. So I'm just gonna let's speed run. Okay, let's speed run this chat. Let's go, chat. I don't know what this is, actually. Your heart is hammering in your chest. The moving grass is barely 3 strides from you now. The hissing of the grass was louder, almost too loud. Wait. Ooh, then the break in the grass is upon you, and you see what has made it. An enormous serpent, its body, the thickness of 2 broad men. Its eyes red like stovepots, lit with an inner fire. The serpent rears up out of the grass and bares its enormous fangs. You're going to do a big strike. So I think I need to make sure that you can't do said big strike. You didn't do a big strike. That was a little bit of a waste of energy. The serpent's great coils are winding around your feet. In a moment they will tighten and snap your ankles. You swing out wildly, hoping to chop it in two as it curls back, lashing out with its tail. It's a little more defensive for that. Ooh, let's say that. Oof, okay. Then the serpent is sliding across the grass towards you with lethal speed. You try to cut across its body, but it catches the blow with its hard tail tip. It bashes you with a flick of its tail, and its deadly teeth come for your eyes, catching a long, bloody gash down your face. You scream as the creature draws blood. Just did a big attack there. So I don't think I need much. I didn't need much. What if? Actually, no, I shouldn't have done that. That would have just, like, they would have given me the option. Okay. Let's go with that. Let's go here. Oh, or sometimes it can just be just like that. Oh. Well, okay. Let's search it. There is only one way to search the body. With your sword, you split it open, cutting through its long stomach. It's filthy work, but not unrewarding. For from its belly of the beast falls an arm bone with a skeletal hand attached, and in the grip of the hand a small bag of coins. Let's take the money. Ain't that nice? You lift the gold from the palm and then snatch your hand back quickly. You have been burned by the stomach acid that has soaked through the letter. Take the coins, not the bag. More carefully this time, you knock the coins free from the bag with the tip of your sword. Stirring a little of your water, you wash them clean. Then slip the coins into your purse. And that is long enough pause. You leave the serpent for the crows and make your way forward. But wait. Let's turn back. You head onwards into the long grass, which gets taller and taller. The ground seems to slip away, but the plants are just as tall. Soon you can no longer see the wall above the nodding stems. Let's follow the rising ground. You follow the line of the rising ground as best you can, but making your way back up the hill. After a while, the grass begins to shorten and the going becomes much easier. Finally, after many hours, you find yourself back body of the serpent. Huh. I want to go back and see the lady. Oh. Let's wait and watch what this is. You crest the rise and heading roughly north toward the riverbank where you should be able to pick up the path once more and make faster progress. As you head down the hillside towards the riverbank, you spy movement in the distance. Something is happening at the water's edge. You stop where you are and strain your eyes to look. Figures, man? Figures, man. But they move too fast, fitting across the riverbanks like sheets. Let's wait a little more. You wait a little longer until you are quite sure the creatures are floating and moving through the air, but they seem harmless enough. Your guess is that they're fishing. Oh. I dare. Let's avoid the village. I am stubborn. I want to see the lady, for I am gay. Okay. Let's just see. Because I really want to have this particular happen, but I don't think I can ever really go about it without... Unless I deadass go back and buy more rations. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Well... Let's look across the sea, it's the beautiful sea. Look far way down, I want to see the woman again. He fell and he floated, and so did not repent. Let's fall. Let's go, let's do it. What is happening? I don't really understand praying, but I like knowing in my head that I found a solution, and I am stubborn, and I just want... I do want to look at the red cave this time. What is this? What if we sit on the boulder? You sit yourself down on the boulder and look out to the sea. A moment later you realize you will be sitting here for the rest of your life if you don't find a way to escape this ledge. I got it. I got it. Oh. I know who I can find here. Hello, pretty lady. I want to see the pretty lady. What? Oh shit, wait. You pause for a moment and look at the seams in the rock. They're patterned. Despite being closed off and sheltered from the wind as well with Paulette. What? This is the place where the sorcerer saw something all others would simply ignore. It spoke to a darkness inside that he bore, so he stopped and he gloomed and made light once more. We are eating actually. Light? I don't have sun. Sap won't work. It's not fall, it's not mag. Not dud, not dawes. Not how. Sus 6. Duck. Big walk. What am I doing? Should I hot this? It's not FOF. What? What is this? What? Okay. You lift the stone underneath, you see an inscription. This is the place where the sorcerer saw something all others would simply ignore. It spoke to a darkness inside that he bore, so he stopped and he gloomed and made light come once more. I don't have a spell for this. Do I? Not dud. Hot is actually a potential answer here. What the fuck did you say? It spoke to a darkness inside that he bore, so he stopped and he gloomed. Do I make light here? Or do I make dark here? I mean, I'll make dark. Because that's actually something I can... Can I make hot? I can make hot. But let's test it. Oh! You cast a spell and thick black fog rises from the sleeves of your tunic and quickly fills the room. All falls dark and the sunlight is cut away. Into the gloom, a shape emerges, the glowing rock seam in the wall, which in the darkness has become visible. Oh! A moment later, you wonder if you imagined it as the fog lifts and the wall turns back to dull rock once more. And then we get to meet the fun lady. Hey lady, I am so smart. I can do this. What are you doing here? I am nobody. What are you waiting for? Yes. I'll answer that I like the danger, but also I am real life. Wish I could be. Ugh. Gotta climb the cliff. Let's try the new spell. Let's try the new spell. Let's try the new spell. Whoop, whoop da 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 doo. Let's get the new spell. This will be something that certain people are. Oh, okay. In a long, empty mind roams a terrible beast whose slaying it will be your duty in time. But should you meet early in the mines to the west, creep inward and burn him. Remember this rhyme. What's the, can you give me like a compass or some shit? Okay. Ah, yes, I get to do this again. You straighten up. Let's start. You straighten up and move around the side of the outcrop and find two speakers. They are sharpening their swords as they cook themselves a meal. Place one hand on your sword. The two men look sharply up at you. If you value your skins, you will stay seated. It's him. Let's deal with these curs. Let's fight them. Not expecting this. Raise his sword ready to protect himself. You won't. Tee. I'm going to kill you anyway. I don't even get shit out of you. I just know I'm gonna. Let's thrust. Ooh! Huge! Let's do it again. Crazy. Okay. You know what? Let's bury the bodies. Take half an hour to bury. Oh, fuck. I shouldn't have done that. That took energy when I did that perfectly, and I didn't have to do that. Okay. Now that we've actually gotten back here, VOD watchers skipped nowhere. Ooh-wee. Let's actually try the woods now, because the other place. Oh, is this guy? Who's there? Hello. Let's leave and move on. Let's not get any of the fucking bees, please. Now let's try this. The high route seems more secure in a valley. You can be easily observed from above and led astray. But out in the hills, you can go whichever way you choose. Of course, when night falls, it may be cold and exposed up on the slopes. But no matter what, this journey was never destined to be easy. The path winds upwards into the hills and into the cover of wood. The afternoon sun glints through the trees and plays tricks on your eyes. Every so often you catch a glimpse of some strange-shaped animal or other watching you, only to find that it's a silhouette of branches and leaves caught in an odd angle. We are checking out the woods now. Knock on wood that, oh boy. Like, ooh, this is the more dangerous. It's time to move on. You stand and put on your pack on which you had been sitting to prevent any creatures getting in or any of your things falling out. Then you return to the path. The climb continues with the path twisting this way and that. The air grows cold and the sun flickers on the horizon then sets, making it hard to see your way. But the moon is full, and when twilight is done, it will be bright once more. Whew, so far, this game makes me feel so smart and at the same time so stupid. Which, you know what? Yeah, that checks out. Like, with the fucking games I play, like, sometimes you just don't know what the hell is going on, just go on with it and things just work. Or you can meticulously plan and then some bullshit happens anyway. Or, well, sometimes it can work. And those are like the really golden sessions. But yeah, this is a tried and true movie. So many ways to go about things. I mean, I can already see like the little branches as to where things would go. I mean, I probably wouldn't be able to go here if I went to the village, unless you very specifically made me go here, which I probably could have done because, you know, rations would have been nice. But, let's keep walking. I have the stamina for it. Ooh! Speaking of the stamina for it, you gave me more stamina? Okay, but the journey ahead of you is long and time is short. So, to waste hours at this early stage could be disastrous, and sleeping out in the open, you would be at the mercy of beast. A quest such as yours requires endurance. You will suffer for it physically, of course. The stars come out one by one above you, writing out the names of the spirits, including your own, the puma. I don't know how these work still. You continue on your merry way. I need to pray the next time I find something. You continue on your merry way. As you walk, you think of the crown. It calls you onwards already, even though you've never seen it. It is as if it knows your name and is waiting for you, deep in the fortress of Mampang. But does it summon you to rescue it and restore the balance of power to the Fempre Alliance? Or does it summon you to your death and destruction to place a seal on the power of the Archmage? Also, sometimes the text here can get a little weird. Sorry about that, chat. I don't know why that's like that, or if it's supposed to read that way. But, well, I mean, we take it. It's just a little goofy. The text can be a little quirky. Let's see, what happens the next morning? Oh, okay. Oh, is the pray, like, the pray button is like a one-way out, isn't it? The second day of your journey begins in the morning cool. You feel the presence of your spirit, the puma, close nearby. Its form has changed since you left Analand, just as you have changed, but it is still pacing beside you. In the temple, they taught you that a prayer to your spirit could heal disease, lift curses, even save you from certain death. But the spirits are not generous and decline to help often. You can ask for the spirit's aid using the pray button. Okay. We have divine intervention now. Alright. Okay, spirits, come at me. You can feel yourself getting accustomed to the fetid air of these hills. You have now ascended several hundred feet and can expect to make excellent progress before the end of the day. As you crest the brow of a hill, you see something that makes you stop in your tracks. To your left is a clearing, and in the clearing are several poles planted firmly in the ground. And atop each pole is a head. The heads are all kinds of ages. Some are recently fixed, while others have decayed, and some are nothing but skulls and hair. There are human heads, goblin heads, and one or two heads of creatures you do not recognize. All have sewn-up eyes and mouths. A large X painted on a rock nearby is obviously intended as a warning not to venture any further. But ahead, the road forks left and right, and you cannot be sure which path you are warned not to take. The right-hand path continues to climb, and the left-hand path winds down the side of the hill. Okay. Oh, okay. The spirit is the puma. We can pray now. The puma's strongest beast of the forest. She wastes no energy on thought or feeling, but instead lives by her powerful paws and her razor-sharp claws. And her great shoulders. Slay. You know what, girl? I thought about it for a hot second, and I thought, oh no, I'm about to call a puma hot. And let's not do that. That is not... For some cases, it wouldn't be true for others, but me, no. Oh, no. Okay. A puma is happy as sleeping or stalking, but to run is undignified. A prayer to your spirit will heal you, but after a prayer, your spirit will not hear you again for some time. Okay. Okay. I see. I need to read that again. That's to the left. Oh, but we can head to the mines? We can head to the mines. There's the thing that she said down there. There's that little poem that happened. Remembering the rhyme. I have to burn something. And finally, Fireball is truly the correct option. The climb continues up the next hill for several hours until you are not far from the top. Then the faint sound of bustling activity reaches you. Trampling feet, grunting voices, and the clanking of metal against rock. There is something ahead, hidden by the ancient trees, that line these slopes. These are goblins. These are goblins. I feel it in my soul. Little. Let's keep the path. You keep walking, whatever is happening behind the tree line is best left to itself. Soon the path crests the hills and begins to lead downward. Oh shit balls, we could have gone to the mines. Okay. You follow a path that leads sharply downhill into a narrow valley in which a stream runs. Though the word was already correct. I was gonna say, oh yeah, a stream is running right now. That's what I'm doing. That's why a stream is running. And then I realized, oh shit, that was already the correct word. I'm not I'm not very smart. Oh dear. I want one day. I mean, I know it's gonna happen one day. One day I'll just have like a little like compilation of Gigi doing stupid shit. And you know what? I'd welcome it. Some, like, look. This is all part of my master plan. Like the crouching moron hidden badass type shit. Not that you're supposed to know about. Oh, God, okay. Let's inspect the rows and the plants. You test the ropes, they seem to be firm. If there's a trap, it's not one that will dump you into the stream. But you can always struggle through the vegetation of the bank and try to find a fording point. Let's use the punch. Moving slowly with one hand on your sword hilt, expecting the boards to give way at any moment, you inch across. The bridge holds you and reach the other bank quite safely. You now have a walk ahead of you, along the ridge, through a light covering of trees. I kind of really wanted to go into these mines, though. But okay. I guess that's where it really hits different with like a TTRPG, right? Because like, I mean, at the end of the day, choose your own adventures. I mean, I already adore just how much shit I've been going through. Imagine going through this in an actual book, right? I mean, I don't even know. I'm gonna look into this after the stream. I don't even know how the actual spells would work in the actual book, right? Because like, the way they do it here, if they give you like a bunch of like the letters that are available, like, how, like, you write the spell down or something, or like, how do you go through like different pages where things would actually lead up to things? Like, that's, shit, I need to actually read a book for this. What else? Also, I mean, if there's anything that's gonna be the auto thing, like, this is where TTRPG really, like, or, I mean, I don't want to bring this up right now. I don't have to really bring this up right now. This is really where, like, TTRPG would really lean into, like, it's where I think I would really lean into more. Like, I've been very interested in, like, a lot of the quote-unquote choose-your-own-adventure games. Like, things like Life is Strange and whatnot, or, like, I mean, there's a Telltale games. I never really got into the Telltale games, but, like, if anything, I love Life is Strange. Just interesting, because there's the whole rewind thing here. Like, I already, back then, thought, like, oh, shit, it's so sick that, like, all, like, the choices matter. Even right now, like, actually I'm playing through Mass Effect, so, like, that's all just, like, fun shit. And you get to, like, see it. It's like, oh, your choices matter, these will lead to these, and everything. It makes it a fun web. But at the end of the day, well, things are set. In a different world, if I wanted to go to the mines, I could just go to the mines. And you know what? That's the thing about video games, I guess. Still, I mean, more so out of like the rest of my companions at RD3 and when it comes to like CJ and RM, and probably a lot more of like the actual gamer on those things. Like I always dip into the whole interactive storytelling stuff. Also, I can't really talk much with the screen now I think about it because all of like if to actually make this entertaining, I actually have to read things. Oh, I can't just like mindlessly do things. That's a thought. But well, I am enjoying this game. I do like. I mean, I really just have been doing fun storytelling things. I haven't really been like dipping into voices as much as I want, which I also like doing in like roleplay sessions sometimes. Uh, and normally I'm a lot better about it when I've actually thought of it in my head more. uh, like when it comes to like even GMing, I don't really keep as considered with voices as I should. But being a player is so fun when you actually can plan it ahead in terms of how you want to present a character. This guy is just heft. This guy is just an odd guy. He's been less funny recently. He's actually been straight and narrow. Maybe I should change that. The path climbs up a low hill covered over with thick bushes and shrubs that snag at your clothing. Halfway up, you hear a sound of twigs breaking. Let's freeze. Ooh! Oh my god! Cat! Gato! Whoa, that's a cat! But that's a cat though! No! I don't want to attack it! Look at the little baby! Well, that's a big baby, but like, look at it! Oh my god! You freeze as a large creature the size of a bear emerges directly in front of you. It has black and white fur and a long bushy tail that trails out behind it. It growls menacingly. Let's try to edge around it. Perhaps if you are careful, you can slip around it. Let's try edging around left. Leaving the main trail, you slip through the bushes around the creature. Its patch is clearly a square of dirt through which the path leads. It watches you to ensure that you don't come too close, but it doesn't attack. After a few minutes of this, you are on the other side and able to continue. The paths lead down through another valley and back up another hill. 2 hours pass. Huh. Do you have, like... you slip through the shrubs. Its path is clearly a square of dirt through which the path leads. It watches you to ensure you don't come too close. But it doesn't attack. Yeah, it's just defensive. Look at the big baby. That I couldn't do that. I mean, yeah, sure. It was like standing up and everything. Like it was probably like actually like it's like a bear if it had a cat face. But when you look at it, it's kind of like it's lying down on its belly and it's asking for big rubs. And I'm like, no, I don't want to attack that. I want to give it rubs. Please, why didn't you let it be my pet? Please, I wanted it. I probably could have casted a spell there. The sun is now just past its zenith, and everywhere a dusty heat rises from the baked earth. You begin to think about where you will stay for the night. Another night of walking will leave you exhausted. But when you see a small village set into the hill, you look at it. Smoke rises from the stacks. The houses are well set with stone at their bases and thatched roofs of grasses and thick leaves. There is unusually more than just the one street running through the center of town, but it is as though this place, once rich, has had its heart scooped away. Litter surrounds the buildings, and on the edge of the villages are rows and rows of empty, abandoned houses. You continue your slow trudge along the path. Nah, we say hi. You walk into the village. Young hill dwellers pass you and stare at your strange clothes. Their own attire is rough by comparison to your gear. They wear their hair long but piled up on their heads. These people are ghastly poor. The village is like a ghost town, and here on the knife edge of the backlands. Ambience. Quack, 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 quack. Okay. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. I am a little foolish. Give me a second, chat. I forgot a very important step to something very important. Okay. Walking down the single road, you quickly find a hut with its front covered. Oh, wait. Walking down the path. What? Walking down a single road, you quickly find a hut with its front covering pulled wide open and the smell of brewed beer coming from inside. We found a tavern! We found a tavern! Let's go. You go in, and several hill dwellers are here, talking gruffly. When you enter, they watch you with an understandable caution. The owner of the hut comes over to you. Welcome to Kristatanti. What do you want? Welcome to Kristatanti. That's I'm about to, or a kilogram of feathers. Welcome to Kristatanti. What do you want? No, I don't know if I'm going to be consistent with that. Let's greet the owner. Give me whatever you have. Here is 1 gold piece. What? That already went to a very different direction. Clay set. You go over to the table where the Hildors are. Let's sit with the oldest man. I want to hear your stories. I want to know why things are off with you. You turn your attention to the oldest man at the table. Whatever fact he once had is lost in a labyrinth of wrinkles, and his skin is the color of tanned hide from a lifetime in the beating sun. Greetings, old man. Hello, old man. Hello, old person. Hello, old guy. Greetings, old man. He raises his mug in salute. Stranger. His face is gravelly like the dusty dirt that lines the streets of his town. Where are you from? I come from Manaland. He nods. Not many as cross as you. Not many as what? Not many as cross through the Cantopani gate in either direction, if you know what I'm saying. I understand. He grins and picks his teeth with his fingernail. They say there is a war coming. Something to do with the crown. A crown? Really? A crown? What kind of crown? Is it the crown of kings? I'm not really sure. I think I heard a rumor about something. Oh, it is the crown of kings. The crown of kings. They say it's how a leader leads. Without the crown on your head, no one will follow you. The crown can raise an army, but from the farmyard or command a population to walk into the sea. Sounds like a bad idea if you ask me. But if someone got to wear it, I'd rather they were in Ireland than Mampang. Sip your beer. The old man exchanges glances with the younger man sitting opposite. What's up with the area, bestie? Can you tell me something about this region? Kristatanti? Certainly, I tell you that around here, we're always glad to help out strangers. Tell me what lies beyond this town. I don't want to think you're crazy. You're being very nice so far, and you know what? I respect that. I greatly respect that. Truly. Beyond Kristatanti, there are 2 paths. One takes you to Aliana's home, and you will need your wits about you if she's there. The other leads up into the hills and Liaki, domain of the Great Ones. Either way you choose, I wish you luck of the Sindla on your journey. Who is Sindla? God of hopeless causes. The man replies and laughs. The crowd of the inn is starting to thin out. You finish your beer in a single draught and get to your feet. You make to leave the inn. The owner stops you, holding out his hand. Okay, let's not be... Okay. Okay, we have turned a new leaf. We are simply... We are going to be nice until there's anything that actually, like, sends us over the edge. And boy howdy, when that happens, it's going to be fun. Who we... Quack, 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 quack. You pay him his gold piece and step out into the street. You look this way and that, trying to decide what to do next. When you realize the old man has joined you once more, he grabs your shoulder and presses a fruit into your hands. Bomb. 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 I go them myself. Good for the stomach. Look at the fruit. He pat. You turn the old man's gift over in your hands. It's thick, rind fruit that keeps well and will be highly nourishing when you decide to eat it. Its only drawback is it's an incredible weight. It is now evening and time to sleep. We get to sleep here. Find an inn or sleep outside. Well, I mean, if he says that they're friendly, am I about to, like, argue that they're not very friendly? They're friendly. I am in a... The thing that I used to do on the regular is called Tavern Talk, and I'd be fucking... like... Oh my god. Oh no. You stop a passerby and ask for an inn, and they lead you there directly. The woman who runs the place stands at the doorway with her arms folded. Are you from the king? She demands. No, I'm a mere traveler. The woman narrows her eyes at you. This is a guest house, the best in Cristatanti. Only guests stay, and any guest of mine knows it costs me 3 gold pieces to host a man overnight, and 2 to feed him. But it's all between friends. I'll go ask her. She shrugs, not appearing too upset by her decision. You creep off to the edge of the village. I have the energy for it. Let's check it out. What is outside here? The cover of the forest is dark, and the ground is thick with fallen branches, mud, and briar. You walk for nearly an hour more, and then you pass a large tree atop a great fist of curling roots. It is a perfect spot to sleep. I should have at least taken the food. Oh, you know what? No, I want the food. I want the food. I need to eat first. Food is just being served. The woman steps aside and you go inside and sit down. A few minutes later, her husband appears with a steaming pot of skunk bear stew. Skunk bear? Is that what that was? The little cute thing that looked like it wanted belly rubs? That was skunk bear? Oh! Hold on a minute. Food is just being served. Do you want a room as well? I don't know, thank you. Noma nods once, seemingly unsurprised, and shows you the door. Okay, now we can go outside. Let's sleep without eating. I've already eaten today. You forgo eating. You settle down to sleep. It will not be an uninterrupted night out there under the stars, thrown by beast, but you will still feel a little better for it. Halfway through the night, you wake suddenly. A roach pig has sunk its teeth into your leg and is quietly suckling on your blood. Okay, it's been a while. Please give me the... Yes! Roast pig! I cast fire... Hooey. You complete the spell, conjuring a fireball the size of the creature. The blast knocks the pig squawking back into the trees several hundred yards. There is silence, followed by the smell of roasted pork. Go over and eat. You dine handsomely on the rich flesh. A little overdone, perhaps, but otherwise excellent. Then you return to your camp and are quickly back asleep. Your dreams are vivid once again. You are walking endlessly, the hills moving up and down under your feet like a rippling sea. Every step exhausts you, but no step moves you forward. Meanwhile, the food in your bag is rotting, wet through from the sweat of your back. And in the distance, a deep voice is becoming... What? Funky text. A deep voice is booming with laughter. The long, cruel fingers of one hand are curled around the metal frame of a crown. And with the other, he beckons you forward, as if into a trap. It is the next day. Beyond Chrysotanti. Can I come back though? Oh. You wake early and sit for a moment, in no great hurry to leave this place where you have lingered so long. This is now the third day of your journey, and the muscles in your legs are feeling lean and strong from so much walking. You spend a short while enjoying the peace, then unhurriedly collect your possessions and set off along the path. Chrysotanti is surrounded by several miles of fields. It sits in a well-protected ring of hills and is close enough to the river to be reasonably prosperous. As you follow the path between lines of sun-baked crops, you come to a fork in the road. The right-hand way leads past a set of outbuildings, while the left heads directly into the deep woodland. I like the sound of Dumpus. Let me go to Dumpus. It's like a fucking... I'm spending less time in these villages than I thought. But I mean, so is the case. We have a very special quest. We also have a new spirit, apparently. I don't still know how the spirits work, admittedly. I don't really need healing, though. The Lioness. Lioness is a protector and guardian, fearless yet prudent. She knows her own strength and understands the impact of every blow delivered by her powerful claws. Okay. Your journey is too important to slow down by talking to locals. You must pass unseen, and so you disappear. I didn't think they were... Fuck. God damn it. I want to meet people. For a short while, the sun is feverish, and then you are between the trees once more, and everything becomes cool and stiff. You walk for several hours uneventfully. This is a land that was never settled or explored, and very few travel this way. In places, bushes and shrubs have grown over into the path. In places, bushes. In places, bushes and shrubs have grown over into the path. I love reading. It's coming out that, I mean, I think I can read things fine. I don't know if there's anything wrong with these or with this, but it's like, if I read a full ass text out loud, there are going to be things wrong. There are going to be a lot of stutters, and I don't know whether I'm supposed to be concerned about that. If it's a dumb thing or just me. But it would be a fun thing. I don't know. Now then. Let's see. What did I say? Oh my god. Yeah, I read this. Okay. Bushes and shrubs. Yeah, let's deal with that bushy. You know what? Let's hack our way through. Feel like Indiana Jones is kind of shit. Or like moving carefully forward, you can use your sword to cleave the bushes. Your progress is quick but silent. Then you come to a fork in the road and still deep in the forest. Oh. Dumpus. What is that though? Someone has thought to make a sign, perhaps a guide, or perhaps a warning. The way to the right is marked for Dumpus, and to the left turn points to Aliana. Oh fuck. Neither way seems the better trod. You will have to choose. I want to see a woman. And I am very scared of her, and that's a good thing. That I should stop. I should stop talking. Why is this the way I choose to do content? Okay. The path winds between trees that get greener and more lush. You must be closer to the river here, although you cannot hear the water. After about half an hour's walk through dappled shade, you come across a well-built hut. Flowers decorate its walls, and the door has been painted with ornate designs. The path ends here. Let's scout around it. You perform a swift circuit around the hut, but find nothing unusual or concerning. It seems to be what it is. A hut, set by itself deep in the forest. But for someone to survive out here on their own, surrounded by beasts of the jungle, they must be someone quite powerful. You approach the door and knock. There is no reply. She is going to be here later. She is not here now. She is going to be here later. It's going to be a very, very fun conversation to have. Oh no. And curiosity does what it is. Oh no. The hut is neatly laid out. You detect the touch of a fastidious woman. Chairs are set around a table as if for guests. A mattress lies in one corner, and a large kitchen area indicates that whoever lives here, they are fond of cooking. Am I cooked? Hello? Is anybody there? To your surprise, a voice answers quickly. Who's there? Who's there? Who's that? Let's locate the speaker. Looking into a corner hidden by a large cupboard, you see a cage in which a young woman is imprisoned. Good stranger, let me out of this cage, I beg of you. Oh no, what happened to you? Oh, good stranger, I have been locked up here for 2 days. It was Elvins that did it, those mischievous, prankful Elvins. Please, you must help me. I have not eaten, and they left me here, where I can see all my cooking things, but cannot reach them. This is your place. You are Eliana. I'd want... Let's use magic. There is a spell for this. Stop. You cast a spell over the lock and it begins to shiver. Like a small beetle, it hums and clicks as its tumblers turn and work. Then finally it snaps open and drops to the floor. The woman claps her hands in delight, and with the door open, she rushes out and throws her arms around you, before backing off a pace and trying to regain her composure. Please tell me that I've suddenly gotten a girlfriend. Stranger, I am in your debt. Aliana will reward you. Will you take an aid in combat or mastery of magic? No! I could have played a woman and it would have been... It may have been... It could have been... No! No, this could have been a thirsty sword lesbians game! Oh no... I am playing a guy. I'm gonna see this just to see what it looks like, and then I'm gonna go back. I need no reward beyond a kiss. Stranger, you are most kind, but I do not think it would be wise. Delicately, she steps around to the other side of the table from you. This lady has been freed. It seems there's nothing much more to keep you here from your quest. You share my food with me. She nods vigorously, and the two of you settle down to the table. It is a mockery of a family feast, as you carefully divide the old man's nourishing bomb of fruit, trying hard not to lose any morsels into the cracks in the wood. She eats ravenously as you do. Then finally you stand. I must be on my way. I have many more miles to cover today. Let's take it. You bow your head and accept it. She holds out something. It's a small bag of coins. You bow your head and accept the gift. There are 7 gold pieces inside. And one more thing. And one more thing. Moving around the table, she leans up to you and pecks you on the cheek, whispering, I am Aliana the witch, and I have killed a good many men with my sorcery, but I choose not to kill you today. Go in peace. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. 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 Ooh. Then she steps back and her face is as soft and peaceful as it ever was. Did you imagine her words? Almost certainly not. Time then to leave. You step quickly outside and you retrace your steps to the last junction where you turn to take the path to Dumpus. You know what? Whew! Okay. You walk for several hours, following the twists and turns of the path to the trees, and suddenly you stop. You've heard a noise ahead. Something's moving between the rocks at the edge of the path. Wait, look. You hang back, watching the trees. There's definitely something moving around. Something large and long. It's another snake! With a tail that whips behind the trees. But now that you've seen it, you're at a definite advantage. Cast a spell! Let's obliterate this bastard. Oh god. Wait. That doesn't start with any of the things I'm looking for. Where is the thing to talk to creatures? Oh yeah, let me talk to the snake. Let me talk to the snake. Let me talk to the snake. I want a little snake. I want a big snake. Danger noodle, let's see the danger noodle. You cast a spell on the beast, holding it quite still. It snuffles and sniffs at the air, but cannot seem to think of its way, pretends to think its way out of its difficulties. You walk smartly away. The path winds a few more times around gigantic trees, thousands of years old, and then emerges onto a sudden plain, as if the forest had been scooped away by a gigantic hand. What is this, Death Stranding? Okay. A river trickles thinly between short grasses, and by its bank stands a tiny village. People, I like interaction. Today has been a short day with few true dangers. With a decent meal and night's sleep, your next day will start auspiciously. You begin to take the gentle climb down onto the village. You follow the path down into the village, passing a sign which declares it to be Dumpus. The streets are thin and narrow, and the buildings have been set close together, as if trying to withstand a storm. There is a terrible smell hanging in the air. All in all, it seems an unpleasant place. Let's explore the town. Halfway along the track, you come across a couple of merchant huts. You browse for items worth buying with your 27 gold pieces. Your attention is taken by a finely woven skull cap, a finely crafted sword, and a small bag of provisions. 7 skull cap. You pick up the skull cap and turn it over. That one's stolen from a piece of Dadulay. A fine piece of work. 4 gold pieces. It looks like an object of magic properties, although what they say might be unclear. What? What? You're not gonna let me get it? Examine the bag of food. There is about enough to last 3 days. 6 gold pieces. Good for a traveler, I'm sure. You pay him 6 gold pieces and an add the provisions to your pack. Give it a sword. Carefully, you lift the long sword from the table and swing it through the air. It cuts with a finely curved edge. Ah, fine piece of work. I'm sure you agree. 6 gold pieces. You return the sword to the merchant. I want the skull cap. I want the skull... That kind of sucks that you're not letting me get the stuff that I want. Let's pay 4 gold pieces for this. And then let's buy some provisions. Or... Actually, one less. Let's try putting it on. Oh dear. Try it on. You place it on your head, but you feel nothing. You take it off again. I know. I mean, it doesn't have to be a magic skull cap, right? I know I need a skull cap for something. Tell. May read minds. So it's like telepathy. I should stop abusing this. Okay. Let us try it on. I'm willing to pay the 4 gold if it means I can potentially try this. Buy provisions. And then that should be everything. I do not need the sword. I will brute force it. Is there any work to be had here? Need to earn some money. You look like a good worker to me. One of my friends needs some digging doing. I'm sure he would pay you and feed you for it. Sounds like work. Digging what? Does it matter? You'll find out. So, I'm going that way now myself. You coming? Okay. follow the merchant. I have the stamina for it. He leads you to a house on the edge of the village and introduces you to the householder, a stout man who is probably incapable of lifting a spade, let alone digging with it. What is it you need doing? Say I'll spit. Our back needs digging. How much? Well, it's pretty urgent. The old one's overflowing. How much money? 3 gold pieces. I'll get started. Spades out back. You walk through the man's house into the back garden. The smell is terrible. The job is not just to dig a new cesspit, but to dig over the old one. It's going to be several hours. That'll probably take the whole night. You collect the spade, stuck in the ground by the hole. Let's cast a spell, though. Sounds like top would be great here. I don't know what that's supposed to imply. Ooh! Wait, we can make either big or 6. Maybe. Hopefully. I don't know. Let's get this shit done. Let's get this shit going. Ooh, we can go for big here. Yeah! You cast a spell and wait for it to take effect. Then you feel the spade turn from a heavy tool to a mere toothpick in your hand. As you swell to 3 times your usual size, you have the digging work done in barely any time. Let's collect my pay. You go back into the house and collect your money, 3 gold pieces. The grateful householder also provides you with some food as well as space on the floor to rest for the remainder of the night. You settle down happily and are quickly asleep. You dream strange dreams as you sleep. Your thoughts are dominated by the strange woman in the hut. Same. In your mind, she has become younger and more beautiful than she truly was. Flowers seem to blossom from her hair as though she was grown from the earth herself. Dryad? Overhead, you fancy you hear the flap of giant wings. The birdmen came for the crown. Perhaps before this journey is finished, they will come for you. Okay. We have a lot of rations. I feel super good. I can actually fuck around a lot more. I'm wasting so much stamina getting rest when I don't need it. You rise early, dismiss the attentions of the householder, and head out into the streets. Within a few minutes of walking, you are out of Dumpus and back on the road. After an hour or so, the way branches, with one path heading up into the hill and the other turning downhill along one side of barren stony ridge. Is that a village you can make out on top of the hill? It seems like a lonely place for it. I once again give me more opportunities to... Ooh! The gentle upward slope becomes a steep climb and you are forced to rest several times. So far you have been walking through the foothills. Now the journey will become more serious. When finally you reach the summit, you can look out over the low plateau you have crested. Oh my god. You see the path runs through a small settlement of crudely fashioned huts. There are villagers out in the street, talking and working. It seems a happy, bustling place. You stay at your vantage point and watch a while longer to see if things change. After a while, you begin to notice something strange about the way the people in the village are moving. First, you notice one is limping, then another. Then you realize they are shuffling as they move. Some use sticks. One is even crawling. You stay hidden and watch for longer. After a while, you realize that whatever is happening to the village, it is desperate. There is no laughter, no joy. There is no trade or commerce. The women do not walk about, and the men do not watch them. It's like a village stripped of all its life. They're going to rob me. These are people in need of... You knock on the door, one of the nearest huts. There is no reply. Okay, hut 1 or hut 2. You push your way inside, and you find a place to be an impoverished hovel. The hut has no furniture. A small fire burns in the middle of the floor, and by the far wall, an ill-looking family is huddling together. The woman lifts a shaking hand as if to hold you back. And then you have... Oh, God, what if... No. No. I can be such an asshole. I can cast Dud. Make them think I'm giving them money. Oh, I can try tell though. I have the skull cap now. Let's cast a spell. F J Oh, I see what could have happened there. Okay. I am not at liberty to use any spells here, aren't I? If create stench, no. Oh my god. These are not, oh no. That's the only thing I can do. Nope. Whoops. What do I do now? I can't even do anything here, can I? Off. Create a force field? That's like the only thing I can do. Okay, let's see the stupid. Okay. You raise a spell, creating a protective aura around your body. A feeling of security accompanies it. Reach out to these people. You pop out your hands to greet the man. He shuffles over nervously and grasps it with feeble strength. Afraid? Why? Oh, whoops. He shuffles over nervously and grasps it with feeble strength. Are you magical stranger? Are you not afraid of us? Why? Don't you know? We have the plague in this village. Grateful for your force field keeping you safe. You're not. The whole village is infected. We are no village in truth. We are hounded from Biritanti. Others are from Cristatanti or Dumpus by men with flaming torches. We left to live here or to die. Most do not live. This place is unclean. That's not what I meant to do. That's... Well, I take it. I thought I was like, this place is unclean. I'm gonna clean that up or something. Also, hi. Hello, Big One. Hello, welcome to the stream. Just chilling. Playing like a neat little game today. Sorcery! What mad sorcery are we going to be doing today? Ookie. The path beyond the village heads downhill once more between thick trees, before turning into a narrow goat track that crosses a rough peak. From the summit, you get a wide view. Okay. Ahead down a steep slope, the next village is sprawled out before you, and even from here, you can catch the sound of merry voices and shouting from the streets. It must be a carnival. Looking right, you hear a roaring noise and can just make out a beautiful, majestic waterfall plunging from a cliff into a great rock bowl. You watch for a few minutes, marveling at how clear the water seems. Then it is time to move on. You follow the track down steep decline. Okay. Some way down the hill, you stop for a rest and sit on a boulder to survey what lies ahead. The path leads downwards, and at its foot, cradled between three peaks, is a village, and quite a large one at that. Behind you, the sun is falling rapidly into the hills. It will be night soon. Hey, maybe we can get in. Ooh, the village looks like a good place to stop. You hop down from a boulder and make your way forward when an overhanging branch touches your face and you hear a lively chirping. Turn around. You turn around quickly, hovering by your shoulder is a small creature the size of a bird. I'm very happy I didn't do anything to it. It is a childlike but very thin with green skin, and it flits around you on transparent wings. It seems friendly enough. It even lands on your shoulder, its tiny clawed toes pinching slightly.
And hello to you. My name is Jan.
What are you? The creature does a backflip and gives a low bow.
I'm a Mimimite. Pleased to meet you.
It reaches out a tiny hand and shakes your earlobe. What can you tell me about the village?
Is it safe? That's Spiritani, and it's very safe. It's the largest village in the whole of the Shamutanti Hills. Every traveler who comes this way spends at least one night there, so it's a little bit expensive, especially for Minimites, but pleasant enough. Come on, let's get going, can't we?
What do you want with me? I do not trust the Fae. I do not trust the Fae. But then I don't know if you're Fae, because I don't know how this universe works, and if Fae creatures work that same way.
See that village? Last time I tried to go through, they told me I wasn't welcome, so I wouldn't mind some protection.
Where I'm going, it's dangerous. You might be killed traveling with me.
I've got small wings, can't get far on my own. You're not in a hurry, are you? Do you want to sleep out in the rough?
Are you a Fae? I don't know. Metagaming. Because there's my knowledge of like Fae creatures, not exactly the kinds of creatures that you would put your trust in. But I don't know how it works with this world, or if like, I mean like the usual conventions, but it's... Let's get going then. The creature shakes you by the ear in excitement, and you set off along the path once more. You descend into the bowl of the valley. The hills on either side are toweringly tall, and throw the village into deep shadow. It would seem a very gloomy and threatening place, but from the streets come a distant sound of laughter and merriment. I do want to see the carnival. The circus. I need to play Witchlight. God. You continue along the path. The sounds of festivities grow louder. It's almost spooky. Here in the shade of the valley, and after so long on a dire road. The people in this village seem to be enjoying themselves. See? I told you it was a happy place. Jan, what's going on? It witched. No. If there was magic, believe me, I'd know. This is the Festival of the Young. What the fuck is that? Well, take a look. Jan waves a little hand around the village. The idea is that once a year the children are allowed the freedom of the village. It is a time of great fun and lots of pranks. It becomes quickly obvious what he means. You pass the first few buildings where you find a number of children sitting in the streets and drinking ale from deep mugs. Oh. Shit. Disclaimer, kids. Maybe you shouldn't do that. That's kind of not allowed. I know it's tempting, and also you wouldn't like the taste anyway. Trust me. I enjoy alcohol, but also, trust me, it's gonna be an odd experience going for it the first time, and it's... Oh no. Further on, a young boy is holding a woman over his knee and is spanking her. Oh god. On the other side of the street, a group of boys is fighting outside in a hut with a sign that reads Glam Daggers Tavern. It sounds like culture. But what the fuck is... This is culture. Is this culture? It's culture. It's culture. What the hell? Behind the bar is a thick-set man and is wiping down mugs down with an old rag. Greetings, stranger. A thick-set man. Oh, you're an actual man. I'm Gladrangor. I'm Gladrangor. Can I be helping you? Greetings. I've come a long way. I'm sure you have. Take a seat. You do so, and Jan leaps up onto the counter. Gladrangor seems amused rather than alarmed by the creature. How much is ale? 2 gold pieces, and it's the finest in town. Well, it's the only ale in town. I make sure of that. Have no gold. Oh. You gave me more from that. The innkeeper gives you a long, hard look, deciding whether or not he trusts you, then he relents and pours you a mug. Don't tell anyone I gave you that, but it's on the house. You look like you've been on the road a while. You have no idea. Tell me about this village. Not much to say. What you see is what you get. This place keeps going because it's on the only route between Kare and Katopani. If one of these mountains falls over or the river freezes over, then this place will be a desert in 2 weeks. Tell me about yourself. Me? Why? I'm a normal enough fellow. What you see is what you get with me. That's what I always say. And I kind of forgot myself. Of course you are. Didn't I just tell you that? Can you tell me about it? Ah, Kare. I loved the girl in Kare once. Kare? I don't know. It's the town for love, you know? You have to live every day like it's your last in Kare, because the chances are high that it will be. Now, there's a city of thieves if ever there was one. I can watch my back. Well, don't forget to watch your front as well. They'll come at you whichever way. Gladragor goes back to wiping down his bar, then a thought occurs to him. You'll be passing through Torapani, I suppose. The civilians in Torapani are normally a merry lot, but they're pretty depressed at the moment. There's a real gloom about the place. What's the matter with them? Oh, well. He thinks for a moment, then weighs whatever was on the tip of his tongue. I'm sure it's nothing to concern you. The counter, Jan issues a loud burp. He's been drinking ale from puddles on the bar top and is not quite drunk. I shouldn't be. I don't trust you, but I am far too invested now to see what the fuck you're going to do to me or jeopardize my mission or something like that. If you make it to the end, I don't think I will let you. You poke the little creature, who clambers down boozily up your finger, but then topples off onto the floor. Leave him there if you like. I'll pick him up and put him in a mug. But you don't quite manage it. At the last moment, Jan rouses himself and flies, wobbling back onto your shoulder. I love you, he whispers into your ear. I don't like you. I do not like you. You head out of the tavern and turn the corner to find a group of girls standing by a signpost pointing to the crystal waterfall. They're tripping up their elders as they pass and giggling. That's what waterfall. Dun, 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 dun. You stop by the group and ask them about the waterfall, but they are too distracted by Jan, whom they delight in poking, tickling, and generally cooing over. After a few minutes of asking them about the waterfall, you give up and walk away. One of the girls calls, "Come back! The water is good for you!" Jan sighs, already missing the attention, but comes back to rest on your shoulder. You leave the girls to their snickering. I think I'm gonna find... No. Okay, let's check out the waterfall. You go back past the girls and head up a path that climbs through a crack in the mountainside. Soon the air is filled by a thundering. It's quite a climb, but eventually you turn a corner through a narrow cleft in the rock and see close up the waterfall you glimpsed from the hilltop earlier today, plunging down from the cliff heads overhead. Large crystal stalactites hang down either side of the water. There's only one path to reach it, and winding up the rock face... Oh my god. There's only one path to reach it, and winding up the rock face, and it passes by a small hut where a ruffian is collecting money. Oh no. God. Oh no! I didn't expect it to read like that. I cast depression. You don't need to do that. I already got that. But okay, sure, whatever you say. was not depressed at all. Three gold pieces to visit the water. 3 gold pieces? For a bath? That's too much. Waters are healing. They'll do more to make you clean. I'll give you 2. This better be good. Oh my god, this is about to be a waste. Oh shit! Wait! Oh! You head up to the waterfall, which cascades forcefully into a deep pool. You strip off your clothes and dive into the pool, and while yawn flitters through the froth, the cool water is refreshing and invigorating. You feel yourself getting rapidly better. Coming here was the best decision you ever made. Wait, this water cures diseases? Something about that seems terribly important. People should be told about it. Where did it come from? Where can it come from, this water? How is such a thing possible? Looking up the sheer cliff face, you can make out nothing beyond a slight shadow, hovering at the very edge of the precipice. Like a gigantic spider waiting to jump. Whatever it is, it must be a place of great power. A place to be sought out, or a place to be avoided, as one might avoid the plague. You can move on, refreshed and ready for the night. Whoa! 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 Let's not get greedy. Actually, wait. Once you have bathed thoroughly, you dry off, dress, and return down the path. You return to Biritani and past the girls who giggle approvingly now as you pass. You find the village inn buried under a rocky overhang. The proprietor stands in the doorway for a formidable young girl armed with a baker's paddle. Room and headboard. How much for a room? Plenty of travelers in Biritani. Leave. That's too much. You run a lowly inn and not a palace. Oh my god. Oh, we lost the option to camp. I mean, I don't wanna. You make your way out of the village and into a stand of tall, dry trees under the overhang of one of the cruel mountainsides. Between cutting roots, you find a small place to settle down to rest. Jan perches a little way above on a knot and is quickly asleep. You are tired enough to follow suit, but you are hungry from not having eaten. Let's eat something. You pull out some of your provisions and eat quickly. The night's darkness draws in around you. In the distance, you hear screams and whoops from the village that only fade. You feel lonely, distance from such revelry. You rest your head onto your backpack and close your eyes. Your dreams are filled with walking, with peaks and valleys and endless paths. A curious light plays across them, building walls to heights before ruining them as it moves away. The rest of the night passes silently. I think I'm gonna be ending that there. We've been here for quite a while. My most favorite part was learning about casting depression. It didn't do anything, which means that guy was already depressed. Or no, actually, there's a whole thing about the waterfall. It's... Dear Lord. Are you gonna give me the option to, like, go and heal the folks? Like, there's an entire village. Well, not village. There's an entire settlement that could use this to heal stuff. I'm getting pretty close to Kare, but I am getting a little tired, so I think I might just end that there today. Whew! Oh, wow. Man, though, this is a hefty game, and I mean that as like a good thing. Like, well, not really good. I mean, like, I knew it was gonna be a lot going in. I was like, ooh. I'm already so curious on like the things I could have done. Where it's like, okay, maybe I can go back and like do the water. I didn't end up going to this mine. There's this mine here that like there's a riddle from this side where it's like, oh, you're gonna go in here and like your destiny is to deal with this beast or something. And I feel like I know the path I could have taken to get there. But then like there's also another thing where it's like, oh, you could use fireball, and like, damn, the one time I can actually use my fucking like fireball as the actual solution to a problem. Please, I have almost burned down the fucking walls of the goddamn starting area from fireball. Let me save this. But anywho, I think that will be enough for the night. So, first of all, or last of all, to anyone here who has ever dropped by and anyone who's ever watching the VOD, thank you so much for watching. Of course, subscribe to, I almost said the wrong channel. Subscribe to RD3. We've got, like, YouTube over here if you're already subscribed. I mean, if you already enjoyed that content. Or if you want to see more of, like, event coverage and things in the TTRPG space. Even more stuff, then please support us by like subscribing or like let us know that you enjoy our content by liking. Also, I mean, follow us on Facebook, Instagram. We got Twitch now, so that's a fun little outlet that we can explore. And yeah, check out all the links in the chat in the description. That's all the various places that you can support us right now, as well as some other causes that we really believe in. Help us actually make the content that, one, we want to make, and two, that makes you happy. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I have been GG. It's been a very fun stream here on Just Keep Rolling. And I'll be seeing you fairly soon. It's gonna be a fun week. Goodbye.